What the hell? Are you the divine physician? What's the situation right now? Do you think we still have a chance at winning? I see. You can't see anymore. If you were here to see this sight. If you had seen this insanity yourself. I doubt you'd be able to ask that question. It's impossible to defeat a monster like that. So. Master, running away again. I'm scared. My body can't stop trembling. Kid, how are you able to think that you can win every time while fighting against all those strong people? Divine Physician, is the Fortress Master not back yet? He went to meet with the Soul King. He might actually die. But even if he's dead, I'm certain he would never bend his knee. Yun Yong, he's not here yet. We still haven't lost yet either. Ha. I see. So, we can still fight. I've shown them a power so great that it should have caused them to lose their will to fight. So why are they still fighting? How dare they glare at me with those eyes? Nobility. Noble eyes that belong only to people who have the will to decide what their lives will be like. They're noble despite not being monarchs. Noble and dignified. People who don't care who's in front of them, even if they're monarchs. It's as if they're saying this right now, monarchs don't exist. If all the awakened born of that tower are like them, can I really sell them to the abyss? Vargas, change of plans. All of the awakened, here, must be killed. And, we'll only be sparing the tower and the product. Let's end this. Ugh. Kaya. It's you, huh? The product. Sorry. I came too late. Kid. Fortress Master. Thanks, everyone. Get as far away from here as you can now. Are you really the Gorgon Fortress Master? Yes. That filthy and ragged-looking person is the Gorgon Fortress Master. Did I come all the way here because of someone like him? Is that impure energy flowing out of him a trace of the Soul King? To think the Soul King would let someone like him leave. I guess the Soul King is obsolete now. I can't believe that person these chaos people had so much confidence in, is a beggar-looking person like him. Is he the one we came for? I can't believe we came all the way here for a mere product like him. TH Region, 5th Lieutenant General, Black Cloud Monarch Megata. We've been made fools of. 9th Region, 6th Lieutenant General, Dragonleg Monarch Sarim. Sam Young-hoon. Was there a need for all of us to come here for someone like him? You might think this is a little overboard, but it's needed. Needed? Yes, sister. The rock on the street that was in the way of us going to the abyss to get the fruit, the being who can decide who enters and leaves the abyss, the Soul King, catastrophe. If the Soul King doesn't allow us to go to the abyss, we would have no choice but to force the door open. Hey. Are we going to stand here and talk all day? This is interesting. That's a world with a really unique worldview. A huge eye, huh? Is that how it's looking at the first nightmare? No. Wouldn't that eye represent Big Brother? How lowly. No matter how unique it is, it's a world that has nothing inside. Kid, what on earth are you planning to do? You're not at the level where you can take on the lieutenant generals yet. You must have something in mind, right? That looks like a pretty rare worldview, but it's still a long way off compared to those people from the crack. Don't tell me, is that all you have? Of course not. How ridiculous. This is all you have, and you dared to make such a grand entrance. There's no need for everyone to fight. No, I'll take him on myself. What? What a surprise. You're fighting. I need to clean up my own mess, don't I? I'll join you, then. How dare the old man of the Emerald Bug clan try to interfere? There's no need for that. Just me will suffice. Strategist Sam Young. What are you doing right now? You must know that my clan has business with him, don't you? Go and rest over there. Strategist Sam Young. What the hell are you trying to pull? It's the grace that I'm bestowing upon someone whom I commend for his courage. Only by fighting one-on-one will you be satisfied with the result, wouldn't you? And, I don't like interference in my fights. Now that I've set the stage for you, do your best to come at me. Although, I'm sure it'll be nothing more than a joke to me. This will be the last act of foolishness you'll ever commit. You've got something hidden up your sleeve, huh? But, that's not even nearly enough. In the last 6 months, I've seen tens of people awaken. While most of them were only at stage 3, there were occasional geniuses that reached stage 4. And, you. Among the stage 4 awakened that I've seen so far, you're the absolute weakest. Ugh. He's strong. Sam Young Garam is nothing compared to him. Sam Young Garam is supposed to be as strong as a lieutenant general. We're definitely using the power of the same system, but he's on a totally different level. Any half-assed attacks won't work on him at all. I heard you opened Genesis and achieved materialization. You're exuding quite a decent energy this time round. I hope it's not as boring as any of the attacks you've attempted so far. Kid. What a trick. That's so darn fancy. No wonder he could defeat Garam. But, you're greatly mistaken if you think I'm on the same level as Garam. When you open Genesis, this is just the start for you. Whatever the case, shall we end things now, or do you still have something else to show me? What are you trying to do? If you wanted to kill me, you could have done it several times over by now. What the hell do you want? You're quick to catch on, huh? Come under the 9th region. And bring the Tower of Awakening that you made with you. What if I refuse? You want to refuse, huh? I wonder if you'll really be able to do that. That's a computer. It seems you're surprised after seeing some familiar objects. But, the present I'll give you won't just be at that level. I'll give you the chance to get back the life you lost. I'll give you the chance to get back the life you lost. Do you not miss it? You can still restart your old life. And, I'll also give you the position of the 8th Lieutenant General. That's not all. That place is Earth. I'll also give you back the time that you lost. I won't go back. Bahaha. I knew you'd say that. Looking at how you've acted this whole time, you seem to be someone who hates returning to your core. Why make such an offer when you already know that? What I'm suggesting to you isn't of return. Since it's not like the nightmarish time you've spent will disappear, what use would there be in returning you to the past? Even if you do go back to the past, you won't be able to recover from your wounds, and you shouldn't either. Because those wounds are what made you who you are right now. Those wounds of yours are already a part of you. I wonder if that's why you constantly chose the present, instead of going back to the past. Yes, what you want to find isn't your past, but the present that you've lost. But, this is what I'm wondering about now. Is this place really the present that you want? No. I'm certain of it. This place isn't your present. The time that you deserve. The present that you lost against your will. Is that place. Come here, Jae-hwan. What book shall we read today? Jae-hwan. The present that you lost, the people that you like, they're all in that place. If you become the Lieutenant General of the 9th Region, you can go to that place whenever you want. Think carefully about which side is a better choice for you. Is that so? What do you think you're doing? I won't go back. I'm going up. You. Do you not want to see the people you love? Do you intend to throw away your present that you've been looking for so long into the garbage? Ugh. Garbage, huh? Do I miss them? Of course I do. There are people that I want to meet. I'm also a human, so how could I not have those emotions? Whether it's the past, future, or present, it means nothing in this world. As you've said, I might be able to enjoy happiness for a short while if I return to Earth. But, what use is that? Cultivation is the law of this world. A world where cultivating others is a natural way of life. Maybe that might not be the fault of the individual. It's not the fault of Kaiman who's forgetting the memories of when he was a product, nor is it the fault of Siren who was born in the tower and was educated to think that way. It might also not be the fault of the angels or demons that are in charge of cultivation. If someone's to blame for it, it would be the fault of someone who didn't set that kind of thinking as wrong. The one at fault would be this world. That's the reason why I must destroy this world. What childish logic. In the end, everything you love is a part of this world. Are you saying you will destroy all of that with your own hands? The thing known as a system doesn't exist. It can't be destroyed nor can it be touched. The system is nature. I can't defeat him by myself. I have way too little time to strengthen my world or become stronger. But, the only reason why I'm able to do that in this situation is because of what caused me to come here. I'll just borrow it from a stronger power. Fortress Master. Kid. What exactly is going on inside? Fool, it'd have served him better to follow us quietly. It can't be helped, then. Since he's crossed over to chaos as a living being, he's in a state where his brain link is connected. If he dies, his soul will probably go back to his original physical body. While there'd be damage to his soul, I have no choice but to forcefully send him back to the Almighty Land. What is this? What is this energy? What just happened? No. This can't be, the reason why he didn't eat the horn properly even though impure energy was leaking out of him, was to do this. There'll be a price to pay for doing this, though. What the hell are you trying to do, kid? What the hell is that? Fortress Master. Long time no see, vermin. An earthquake? No, that seems to be from chaos. Chaos? What is happening in chaos right now? What's happening? What was that just now? This is the energy of the ancient three gods. He appeared. But how? Could his seal have been released? Chaos. The place where Sealha is at. What is happening right now? How the hell? The Soul King was sealed away, by the supreme monarchs of the 12 regions. That's definitely what was recorded in the Akashic records. That's why I thought bringing 100 monarchs would be overkill. Did the Akashic records lie? This is at a level at which we won't have a guaranteed victory even if the monarch of pitch darkness is here. That means using all our means to get out of here would be our best solution. Soul King. We don't intend to fight against you. We just want that product, whom you've possessed. This gum. That won't do, though. But, you made a promise to Big Brother that you wouldn't interfere in the affairs of chaos. How dare you speak of his name in front of me? Of Kook Dash. My apologies. But, from what I know, that's the reason why you haven't chosen a proxy. This gum isn't a proxy. He's trying to protect his own world even if it means it'll cost him his life. That's why we made a contract. A contract. That's none of your business. But, one thing for sure. All of you. No way. We'll be dying here. What? Are you saying that you'll break your promise with Big Brother? Everyone, gather around. This is no time to be scared. We need to stick together. My guess is that the Soul King is using Ghoul Descension to be in this place. No matter how strong he is, the vessel he's descended upon is just a mere human's physical body. He'll collapse soon enough. We must exhaust him out. It'll be our victory if we can last for just 5 minutes. You fool. You want to fight against that monster? The Emerald Bug family will stay out of this fight. Do whatever you want. That idiot. Emerald Bug. Are you the ones who created the Spirit Stone or something after analyzing the world? You're indeed fools for trying to imitate a god. Do you think you can leave this place? Kook. You're not even worthy of becoming a ghoul. Not a single person here will be returning alive. Ah. Help me. Burn this into your eyes. Look at the disaster that you've brought upon yourselves. Damn it, how the hell did it come to this? Pull yourselves together. Do you guys intend to continue acting this pathetically? We'll all die in vain at this rate. As the strategist said, we just need to last 5 minutes. Everyone, attack. Looks like there are some courageous ones here. Sister. Break through. Great. We have a fighting chance as long as they haven't lost their will to fight. While there'll be huge losses, it's better than losing everyone. With an attack of such a level, I'm certain it'll tire him out to some extent. No one knows how this will end yet. What a sight to see you guys racking your brains to survive. But what the hell? It'll be too boring if I just sit still and do nothing. Ha, ha. Ha 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 ha. What the hell just happened? Was there no way of winning against a disaster from the start? Okay, you won. But it's been a while since I had such fun. But it's become too boring to use powers anymore. This is how strong the Soul King is. Even though his powers are manifested through my soul, it doesn't feel real at all. The power of the first awakened, the Soul King, goes beyond just destroying a part of the world. He dominates it. This is definitely the final stage of what I ought to seek to grow into. In order to reach such a level, I'll probably have to struggle for the rest of my life. But even the Soul King was sealed by Big Brother. Just how much stronger do I have to become? What a weak body. You can't even last 5 minutes. How many more times can I borrow your powers? You can only summon me 3 more times with Ghoul Descent if you're not my proxy. You used 1 summon already, so you're left with 2 times. No. Since you'll need to summon me when you meet with Big Brother, it'd be more accurate to say that you have 1 summon left. After using power, your soul will be at its limit as well. Ghoulification will soon take place. Since you chose this path, do your best to endure it. I expect you to keep your promise to me, after all. As soon as the link was cut, the pain flooded in. It feels like my body is about to break apart. No. The more ghoulification progresses, the more my memories disappear. To lose one's memories would be akin to losing themselves. The moment one loses themselves, they'll become someone who no longer exists. They'll become a ghoul. Am I going to become a ghoul like this? My memories are being filled up. Divine Physician, what do you like about the Fortress Master for you to be on this journey with him? What I like about him? I don't remember him having anything like that. He's simply a brat who's reckless, childish, rude, and inconsiderate. And all he knows is how to attack an old man like me. But, well, if you're asking for a reason as to why I still journey with him despite all that. Wake up, kid. 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 Stop calling me kid. Old man, are you going to keep calling me that? You. What if you became a ghoul? Did you not think that through? It's because I trusted that you'd wake me up with your ghoul slash. You brat dash. Ugh, ugh. Is everything over? While we did suffer huge losses, quite a large number of the expedition members survived. We'll always have more people awakening. There shouldn't be any problems even after I leave. Even the monarchs won't be able to take an interest in chaos now. Now that the balance of power in the mighty land has been broken, they'll be busy enough just trying to fix that. That's what I had thought. Fortress Master. What is all this? I won't let everything go according to your wishes. Did you really come over to this place as a living? What are you trying to get at right now? He just risked his life for all of you. That information is important to us. All of the souls in chaos are dead. When the Fortress Master visited the Resurrection Palace, did you not get the fruits? Don't tell me, wait a minute, don't tell me you're thinking that the Fortress Master got his life through the fruit. Otherwise, how do you explain that video just now? He didn't eat the fruit. But, what if, everyone, please calm down. What happened to all of the fruits then? Living person. This is not good. They're not calming down like they did earlier. All that uneasiness that's been piling up within them has exploded. After seeing the Fortress Master perform all those miracles so far, they followed him thinking that they might be able to get back their lives. They're not interested in the change to the world that the Fortress Master sought after. So, the fact that the Fortress Master is alive and all the things that happened that were not explained to them. Fortress Master, please explain. Please answer us. Fortress Master. Gorgon Fortress Master, what a pathetic state that is. While they're only this agitated because of the skill, confusion can only work if there's a base to work off of. That means the jealousy and doubts that they've had so far have become the catalyst to trigger this outburst of emotions. Although they might have needed you before. That means they've never really trusted you. Please tell us what happened to the fruits. Why have you deceived us this whole time? You might have succeeded in stopping my plans, but your plans will also be foiled. Please stop. I was the one who. I destroyed all of the fruits. Fortress Master. What did you just say? Why did you do that? Could that be? Because you are alive. How could you do that when you know how badly we wanted them? True life can't be gotten from the likes of the fruits. Even if one is revived in the mighty land with the fruits, the same war will occur again and they'll all end up back in chaos. I could tell them that. You asked if I'm alive, right? What are you trying to do? Then see for yourself. That's the brain link. The brain link. He's really connected to it. He's been lying to us this whole time. He made use of us to get his hands on the fruits alone. What? Why is no one saying anything? I don't care about what a real or fake life is. But this is the life that I chose. This is the life that I chose. You crazy bastard. To think you'd cut your own brain link. You are really mad. He's still alive. You are. Really. Fortress Master. Where are you going? I am going to the abyss. Fortress Master. He had always been alone. A word, but everyone. But, to the people of chaos, they only. The last king that chaos acknowledges. And, he's leaving chaos. Is this really the chaos that I know? It's changed so much. On the day of the third month that he left chaos, I woke up, and through Claire, I was able to hear of the change that was brought upon chaos. Thanks to the agreement between the King of Humans, the Strange Factory's leader, and the Soul King, chaos was unified. The unified chaos built a new fortress where the strange factory used to be. The name of that fortress is Carpe Diem. Now all coexist together within Carpe Diem. But, I still can't get used to this sight. That's how Carpe Diem, the center of chaos, thrived. Then, forces on the border that were hostile towards it started to appear. Those forces were none other than the people from the mighty land. The ninth region that the Black Shadow strategist was in lost quite a big chunk of their forces due to Jaewon's Monarch Massacre incident. The other regions took the opportunity while they were down, and a ferocious war took place. I heard that because of that, there are hundreds and thousands of monarchs dying each day and coming over to Chaos. Fortunately, Chaos has the Tower of Awakening that Jaehwan left behind. Chaos used that to produce numerous awakened and was able to fight against the monarchs. Naturally, the major general monarchs that are stronger than 10th stage adapters are still very tough opponents to fight against. And so, it said that the factory leaders came up with a brilliant plan to resolve that problem. When the monarch level adapters die, the place that they're summoned to is different from the rest. While they used to be summoned into the Resurrection Palace, the factory leaders changed their summon location. That new place is none other than the inside of Carpe Diem. I thought it sounded ridiculous at first when I heard it, but I was convinced after I heard the reason for doing so. That's because, damn it, we're dead. But, where's this? Is the Resurrection Palace really gone? More insects. Huh. What was that? Explode. Who would have imagined that the Soul King would be in front of their eyes when they revived? In any case, the chaos that had not changed for thousands of years has changed a lot with him as the center of it all. The moment I woke up, I was holding onto a stone. The return stone. I heard that the day he left the strange factory, he came to visit me and put that into my hand. Why did he save chaos? It doesn't look like he likes people in general, and there's no real reason for him to save it. Please don't give up on this world. Shake, nah, no way. It must be because of something else. I want to know. Why did he save this world? Will I find the answer in this place that he's left behind? Do you agree to be summoned into the Tower of Nightmares, Carpe Diem? Accept, reject. I see the expressions and emotions of everyone that goes into the tower. I think I can understand them a little now. He went on and on about bringing this world to an end, yet, he left a sliver of hope behind before he left. Do you agree to be summoned into the Tower of Nightmares, Carpe Diem? Accept, reject. No, maybe this is a kind of end of the world. In the world that he drew, if there was salvation, what it was like, she couldn't know. However, in her imagination, his world has a tree that has roots with no place to root themselves into, and bare branches without leaves. Despite that, she felt less lonely while thinking of his world. Because, even if everyone in the world betrays that world, there'll always be one person who will protect that world to the end. The world that a single man has protected. The name of that place is the Abyss, is known as the branch of the illusion tree. Areas within it are known as sites. Each site is a unique world. And the 7 great gods are the highest-ranking gods that control each world. In that case, where is the most dangerous place in the Abyss? There was a time when the gods of the Abyss that had too much time had debated about this question. Some gods said it was the first site that was made by Big Brother. Some other gods said that it's the 4th site made by the crazy god. And so, there's another, dangerous place, that the normal gods must be careful of. For example, the 8th site, the Blue Forest area. Goddess. Excuse me. Please answer. Is there really a fishing spot in such a place? Ah, seriously, I already said there is one. You don't believe my words. I can't find it anywhere, though. Can't we head back instead? What if a dark soul appears? Runard, do you think dark souls are that easy to run into? It's already been more than 100,000 years since the ancient 3 gods have fallen. No matter how many followers they had, they're probably almost all dead. And, you've got me, the great naked Anderson. What's there to worry about? That's precisely why I'm worried. Sigh, hey, what are you trying to get at? In any case, must we come here and gather the followers? It can't be helped, can it? Followers. Yes. The reason why I came to this dark and remote place with this goddess is because of the followers. In the abyss, the number of followers a god has determines their power. The more followers a god has, the stronger the god will be. And the more rare items or stories they'll have. On the other hand, if a god doesn't have followers, part of their world will start to disappear from time to time. At this rate, our world will be destroyed. That is why we're doing this right now. Sigh, how about I just use words to lure people like last time? Have you already forgotten that the new believer you lured and stole everything from our vault and ran away? I remember, but that's not even the end of it. Back then, another god declared holy war on us after we stole their followers. Did you forget all that already? Looks like we can only continue fishing. Yes, that's what I said, didn't I? Fishing is the common way of finding new followers in the abyss. Just like it sounds, it's to fish for the souls of real humans. But, is there really a fishing spot at a place like this? I already said so. Normally, one would use the public fishing spot to fish, but there are times where remote areas like this have undiscovered fishing spots. Who did you hear it from? In the Minerva store. Wait, you're not talking about the goddess of luck, Minerva, who runs the monthly luck store, are you? It's cheap. Take a look at your luck right now. Yeah, it's amazing. How much did you pay her? About 300 trust. That's everything we have. Calm down. The Minerva card store told me this. I have luck in the northwest of Caspian, the Blue Forest and water. There's only this place then, right? And, water represents a fishing spot. That's all. I was told that I'd meet someone important if I went there. Hey. Yeah. Do you agree that you're wrong? I am wrong. Let's stop wasting our time and go back now. Okay. Was I too harsh? On second thought, the goddess must be pretty desperate too. The fact that he has no other followers except me, his avatar, means that it wouldn't be weird even if her world disappears. I'd also love to have a junior. And, since you got cheated by Minerva, we need to make the best out of this situation, don't we? That's right. Every time I hear her voice, I become soft-hearted because I'm reminded of my younger sister whom I lost when I was young. She's the only family that I have since I've lost my family in hometown. I ought to help her to the best of my abilities. Do you smell water? I don't know since I don't have a nose. Follow me. Runard, where are you going? There it is. There really is water. We found the fishing spot. Yay! We did it. We really found it. Maybe we'll really get a new follower. What if we really do? Maybe we'll get a huge catch. We'll gather a ton of followers, change the story and buy tons of items. You know we need to put my exclusive item and story first, right? Of course, of course. After 1 hour passed. Goddess, yes. Does it usually take this long? Wait a little, people say that fishing for souls is like fishing for time. Where did you hear that from? I read it in the monthly Lux Fortune issue, 3 hours, 5 hours. Hours. Goddess. Let's go beat up Goddess Minerva. Hold it in, Runard. Minerva is a high-rank god. A god without a name card like me can't do anything about her. I know. I wasn't really going to do it anyways. We actually found a new fishing spot, but nothing's in sight. Maybe this fishing spot was abandoned a long time ago. Runard. Didn't it just move? Huh. Huh. We got a bite. I think we got something huge. What's happening? It's super strong. To think it'd be a soul that's so strong with high spirit power. Is it a soul from the Murim? Runard. Something about this is strange. This soul isn't coming from the border. It's coming up from chaos. This is no good. Take off your clothes now. Again. That chest. Burp. Burp. Turn on my story quickly. Anderson, story. Naked. What on earth did we catch? Runard. Yes. This guy has world power, so. Goddess? Runard, I think. We caught a god. Runard. Yes. This guy has world power, so. Goddess? Runard, I think. We caught a god. He's definitely a god. Even if he's not a god, he's definitely something similar to one. I'm certain of it. This man can't be a god since there aren't any gods that possess a soul body. All gods exist via beliefs and can only exist via an avatar. That's the most basic principle of the abyss, isn't it? Are you trying to show off your knowledge right now? That's what you taught me personally. In any case, could he be another god's avatar or follower? Seeing as you detected world power from him. Huh. Runard. Guess you finally felt something strange. Who the hell is this man? Based on what you said, he came from chaos. The only place where gods exist would be the abyss. Otherwise, everything we know about gods' avatars and followers wouldn't make sense. Chaos has a god, and a fearsome one, at that. But there's no way he'd get an avatar, so we'll exclude him. Is this soul really from chaos? I swear on my name that he is. He's a god too. If he's not a follower or avatar, then he's probably a god. It's not like everything's a cat if they're not a rat, right? Goddess, I know you know something about what's happening here. Please tell me. You were the one who suddenly shouted, he's definitely a god. Runard, have you heard of the story of the strong rat? In the past there was a really unique rat, and it was a strong one, like the title of the story implies. This rat didn't eat the leftover dregs of others and hunted its own prey. As a result of hunting its own prey, it became really strong when it came to its senses. It found out that it could even fight against its own natural predator, the cat. Even though it has the body of a rat, it became something else that wasn't a rat. The moment it realized that, the other rats became afraid of it. The only beings that could see the rat as an equal would be the cats. Goddess, that story. I call those rats awakened. Beings that have arrived at the rank of a god as they transcend beyond the limits of their own kind. Abnormal rats that create their own world and represent that world. Beings that go against the system and are able to fight against their own natural predators, the cats, through their own efforts. The only beings that can possess the power of a god while maintaining a soul body would be the awakened. If so, is this man an awakened? I can't be sure, but there's a high chance he is. Awakened. I've heard of them before. Could he be from the crack? That so-called terrorist group? I don't think so. So, what are we going to do with him? It'll depend on whether he's a god or not. We'll either accept him as a comrade or devour him. Let's try to confirm that before he wakes up. I hope you're not a god. Because if you're a human, you could be our new follower. No, you can even become an avatar. But, even if we end up devouring you, please don't hate us too much. The act of cannibalizing another god isn't rare in a lawless region like Caspian, after all. Although, yes, such an action is prohibited at most sites. The only other way to grow the world of a god besides recruiting followers is to devour another god. But still, I don't want to lose this long-awaited chance to get a new comrade. Although I'd become a follower if you become an avatar. I'm sure that a soul like yours that's full of world power would be a highly desired avatar everywhere. I'm sure Goddess will prefer that too. What? Goddess, I think something's wrong here. Goddess. My link with the goddess was cut off. Did our link get cut off? No, this feels different. Goddess. Answer me. Goddess. This isn't just a simple link disconnect. I can't feel the presence of Anderson at all. Follow the passage. You'll be able to reach the abyss if you do that. That's what the Soul King told me. I guess this is the entrance to the abyss, then. The abyss is said to be where the gods reside. It's a place which even the monarchs are afraid of. I mustn't let my guard down. Once we go into the abyss. What's this? Kid. What's this? The presence of those who were around me suddenly disappeared. I can't feel the energy of the Soul King at all either. Did that surprise you? Long time no see, Gorgon Fortress Master. It's our first time meeting since the tournament, right? This is the captain of the crack that the old man talked about. I think her name was Seelha. That woman is at least as powerful as a lieutenant general. What did you do? No need to be so guarded. I simply deployed a barrier because I've got something to talk to you about. Captain, we're up against the Soul King, so this barrier won't last for long. I know. Don't worry, this will be over soon. We, at the crack, have been watching all the things you've done within chaos. However, we didn't expect you to involve the Soul King and slaughter all those monarchs. People in the world are already calling it the Great Monarch Massacre. Cut to the chase. You're so impatient. If you insist, I'll do just that, then. What? We left you alone because the direction of your goal wasn't that different from ours. But, we changed our mind because of a technique that you used recently. I don't know where you learned it. But the brain link slash that you used, known as link disconnect, can only be used by the captain rank and above of the crack. There are others who also know how to use that technique, huh? Are you trying to say that technique can only be used by you people? That technique is a dangerous one that can eternally destroy a soul. It's a technique that only the crack can use. So, you want me to join you if I don't want to die? I refuse. Do you think I was joking with you? Do you think you can handle me with a body that's on the verge of death? Captain, you're not going to fight him, right? The barrier is about to get dispelled. And, if we get hit by his link disconnect, we'll be trapped here. Are you trying to say that I'd lose? That's not what I'm trying to say. TSK. You'll regret rejecting my offer. Are they leaving just like that? Things might actually get dangerous for me if I fight in this state. If they leave quietly, it'd be good for me, but I wasted too much time because of her. The entrance to the abyss must have closed already. It seems the rest got in safely before it closed. We'll probably meet again if I go to the abyss. The question now is how I'd get there. The problem is that my body isn't moving like I want it to. Did too much fatigue get accumulated? I feel like I could pass out any time. You're such a handful. Follow the nearest light you see. Follow the light. What does he mean? You'll know it soon enough. If you're lucky, then when you wake up, you should have arrived in the abyss. What do you mean? What just happened? Did my body give way and cause me to pass out? I feel like I'm trapped in water right now. I don't know why, but my body feels totally at peace. It's like I've become a fish or something. Is that the light that the Soul King mentioned? This could be my last chance. I will go up. Where is this place? It doesn't look like the abyss. This place looks familiar. It's definitely my unique world. Hey! Did you hear what I said? But this is all your fault. What are you going to do about it? What's with this noisy brat? Why is she in my world? Hey, what are you? How did you get here? What nonsense is that? Don't you dare feign ignorance. I'm Anderson, a god of the abyss. And you just devoured me. I devoured you. Yeah. Take responsibility for it. How am I supposed to do that? Save, my one and only follower. Hua, this is bad. These people were watching us in the forest, goddess. And suddenly appeared while demanding for me to hand over this man to them. And, it just had to happen while the goddess is not here. Cliff. We've got you now, rat. I told you to hand him over, didn't I? That guy on your back. That appearance of his, that's Belkane's scythe. The god of scythes, a middle-rank god, Belkane. That god is known to take in people that have storylines that are evil and treacherous. I heard they moved their site to Caspian recently. But to think that site would be in the forbidden blue forest area. This man is my goddess. What nonsense are you rambling on about when you were doing illegal fishing? Just put him down and get lost, brat. If I let him go, I'll lose my goddess as well. If one loses their god by force, they'll lose their minds and become a monster that wanders a forbidden area. But I'm more scared of losing Anderson. She's the only god that saved me in the abyss. Brat, still not letting that man down. I can't hand him over. I will never hand him over. Is that so? In that case. Ugh. I'll have to make you hand him over, then. W8. Who the hell did that? When I entered chaos, at least I had ragged clothes on. But I'm starting fully naked in this place, huh? Who the hell are you? Violent, merciless, and he really hated wearing clothes. No one was able to wear clothes when they're in front of him. Everyone was always busy running away with their clothes in their hands, and people shout and warn everyone else whenever he appears. He sounds like a complete pervert, though. The reason why one might think otherwise is because he actually has his own philosophy. He thinks clothes get in the way and are hypocritical. He said it's just a pretense. The real fight only starts after he takes off all his clothes. Are you Anderson's follower? Pardon. Do me a favor. Get her out of my head. What? I used question to take a look, and I can see the world power taking on the form of a storyline. Strength enhancement, is this the power of the nakedness or whatever storyline? It's getting naked in active voice because being naked and getting naked is different. And I can't sense spirit power in this place at all. This is a world that's completely different from chaos. Did you just ignore me? In chaos, one had to take in spirit power and use it to activate a skill. But in the abyss, one can only use the world power that's already within their soul to do anything. I'm able to know this from Muller's records, but it's different after experiencing it in reality. God. God. Please take me in as your follower. I'm not your God. What's with this Runnard? He's betraying me already. I'm sure Anderson will allow it. Don't you dare take him in as your follower. Both of you. Shut up. Hiccup. Let's start from the basics first. The monarchs in the mighty land had their own regions. And the gods in the abyss have their own land. The difference between the two places would be that the gods of the abyss govern over their land very thoroughly, unlike the monarchs of the mighty land. The gods called their own lands, sites. There are super huge sites which the highest ranked gods rule over, and sites that are small which are the size of a village where middle or low ranked gods rule over. So, you're saying a site has the same concept of a land? A land? It's similar but different. Something like land to medium and low-ranked gods would be the sanctuary for the high-ranked gods. Because a high-ranked god is able to physically manifest their unique world through their sites. A site is basically a weapon for the high-ranked gods. Maybe chaos was just one of the sites for catastrophe. Does that mean that this place has gods that can use powers that are close to being omnipotent like catastrophe does? But because it's also hard for high-ranked gods to use all their power on the whole site, most of them just use the form of a storyline. The getting naked storyline that you have right now is one of those storylines. God J. Juan. Take the word God out. Sir J. Juan, you don't want to kill Goddess Anderson, right? I see. He followed me because he was afraid he'd lose his god. Are you going to kill me now? I've been devoured by your unique world and may cease to exist at any time, after all. Well, I did see this coming. I also felt it from the moment I entered into your world. Sir J. Juan. I never thought you'd be that rumored monarch slayer. You were a cultivator. You were a cultivator. Why did you do such a thing? Did you want to become a god so badly? This would sound like a cowardly excuse to you, but all gods lose memories of their time as a cultivator. Did what you did no longer happen just because you don't remember doing it? I know what you're trying to get at. I don't intend to deny the horrible things I've done. In Muller's records, he mentioned that higher existences like angels or demons were only born for the sake of turning them into cultivators. Maybe you guys never had a choice to begin with. However, that being said, I still can't forgive all of you. I don't care if you kill me, but please take that kid, who'll be all alone after I die, as your follower. You, who used to be a cultivator, are worried about him. How ridiculous. I won't ask you to understand my actions, but please don't let the reason of me previously being a cultivator determine your relationship with him. You might think that my relationship with him is a strange one since he used to be a product, but not all gods are like what you think of them to be. My reason for existence might be fixed, but my emotions are mine alone. Ah! I suddenly coughed blood. Huh. Runard. My body. No. He's becoming a dark soul. Hey. A dark soul. The factory leaders were also called dark souls. But, excluding the extremely rare cases like Aniak, the rest of the dark souls would just become monsters that have lost their rationality as they fall into despair. If I don't help him, he'll become a monster as well. Please help him. He's a human just like you. Please, please help him. A human. I'm a human. I wonder if I can still be called one. There's no time to lose, please help him quickly. What do I need to do? You just need to take him in as your follower. What will I get? You can erase me from your head eternally if you want to. I won't put up any resistance. You better keep that promise. Ugh. Where am I? It's not Caspian. Wait, could this place be? Followers are able to see the worldview that their God sees. Depending on how the God perceives the world, the follower will also have no choice but to see that world. Goddess Anderson had a fairy tale-like worldview. Could this be Sir Jaewon's world, then? Did he take me in as his follower? He fainted. He's too young to see all that horrific stuff. An enormous eye, crows, and graves. What kind of follower would want to go into a worldview like that? Your world will be unpopular in the abyss. She's saying what he said. It's his fault for wanting to become my follower. Let's stop talking nonsense and get moving. You're not getting rid of me. We had a promise, didn't we? That I'd let you get rid of me without any resistance if you help him. Goddess. I changed my mind. What? Prove it. Prove that you're worth sparing. Thanks. I'll definitely prove it.